Hello, Noreen, and welcome to my kitchen. And tonight we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a white Texas sheet cake. I have had so many people PM me and email me and ask me, can you please show the white Texas sheet cake recipe? I've done a peanut butter sheet cake, I've done a regular traditional Texas sheet cake, and tonight we're going to go ahead and do the white Texas sheet cake. Really easy, really delicious, and we're going to make it right now. So, we're going to get a pot, right? This is made on the stove top. I'll go through the ingredients first. A cup of butter. We're going to have a cup of water, which I did not get out, but I'll get out right now. Yeah. And I've also had a lot of people ask me about the water filter that I use on my sink. I buy them from HSN. They come in a 2-pack, and they're right now they have them. I looked the other day. They're 30,000 gallon water filters. I don't think they have a name on them or anything, but
kind of dirty, but
it's dirty, but it's on my sink, you know. I love this water filter. It does not filter out fluoride. That's the only thing, but we have a Berkey that does that. A 2-pack of these, I think, is $75. But 30,000 gallons takes a long time to go through, and you'll know when it's reached its capacity because your filtered water will start tasting chlorine like your tap water, and it will start to slow down considerably. So anyway, cup of butter, cup of water, 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of flour, 2 eggs beaten, pardon me, a half a cup of buttermilk, a teaspoon each of almond and vanilla extract, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda. The frosting is going to have a half a cup of butter, so another stick of butter, and a 1/4 cup of buttermilk, and 1 cup of powdered sugar, and a teaspoon, or half a teaspoon each of almond and vanilla extract. So I'm going to grab another stick of butter just so I have it out. And then we will move forward. You're going to want to get yourself a saucepan, and we're going to build this batter in the saucepan. That's kind of what makes this, this Texas sheet cake is known for building the batter on the stove top. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and since we're going to melt it, doesn't matter if it's softened or not. You can just make this straight out of the fridge. These I took out before dinner, wouldn't you know it. Just a little bit. There we go. Let's get these on the stove, and I'll have Rick come over here. It doesn't matter. Let's see. We'll do it there because that burner's bigger. Okay, let's get that melting. Whew. I'm going to go ahead and beat my eggs. Let's see. I'll just wait until we get this water in there. Then I'll beat those up. I prepared a standard sheet pan. This is just a regular half sheet pan, restaurant style, and I have sprayed it with vegetable oil. This is, I have to tell you, I'm going to do a video, but I have 2 brand new kitchen items that I have fallen in love with. I got them technically both for Christmas. This one, my brother sent me a gift card to TJ Maxx for Christmas. This is one of the things I got with it. I have been wanting one of these Misto bottles, and this is the coolest thing because it's a little hand pump, and then it makes it, you fill this with the oil of your choice. So you can put olive oil, you can put, what I have in here is sunflower oil, or you put safflower, or you put whatever you want in there. And then when you want to use it, you just pump air into it so you can pressurize it, and then you spray with it. That way you don't have to buy commercially produced vegetable oil spray. Pardon me, cooking spray.
It has a bad taste to it.
It has a bad taste. It always makes me sneeze, ironically, but it doesn't have any propellant in it. It's just pure oil. And that's one of the main reasons I wanted it. The other thing that I got that Rick gave me for Christmas and I was so excited about is a cream whipper. And it's one of those little cream whippers that uses the little CO2 pellets. Huh?
Go get it.
Go
Oh,
get it.
show 'em.
It's one of these. And I absolutely love it. It's an EC is the brand name, and this is the small one. They make a larger one. He actually got this, I think at Tuesday morning, didn't you?
Yes.
There still might be just a little bit of whipped cream in here. I'll show you. It's beautiful. And you just sweeten it however you want. Now I have to do something with that. But I just put heavy cream and some, what did I put in there? Agave nectar, because it's already liquefied. And then you have to get the little CO2 canisters for it, but they're available on Amazon, and they're not very expensive. And it's not like you're going to use one every day.
Do bacon whipped cream.
No, we cannot do bacon whipped cream.
Yes, we can.
We can, because we have bacon syrup. The first time I made it, I used the vanilla syrup, the Runny vanilla syrup, in there, and as a sweetener, it was delicious. And it was just right. Anyway, here we go. We've got our butter is almost melted in here. I probably should have started off by melting it before you got here, so I apologize for wasting your time, but that's all right. We got some other business out of the way, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to go ahead and add all of our other ingredients in here. There is water. I'm going to go ahead and get the sugar in there. Two cups of sugar. Do as I say, not as I do. Do not measure over your pot, or you're surely going to have problems. You want to trade places with me, sweetheart? Thank you. Let's give this a stir. Incorporate that sugar. I'm going to turn down. I have my oven preheating at 350 degrees. I'm going to add 2 cups of flour. The other thing I love about this cake, this style of cake, it's very forgiving. It's very, very easy to deal with. Let's see. Let me break a couple of eggs in here. We're going to use a teaspoon each. Let's see. I need a teaspoon of baking soda. Just put that right there on top. I'm going to go for a half a teaspoon of salt because I use salted butter. There's that. Get a fork. Beat that egg up a little. Pour that on top. Half a cup of buttermilk. Get that in there. Stir everything up real good. You don't want scrambled eggs. And unlike the chocolate and the peanut butter versions of this cake, you don't have to wait for anything to melt. You just have to heat this up enough so that everything blends together. It's already looking really yummy. Switch to a whisk so that I can get this nice and smooth. You're going to want to bring that to a bit of a simmer. And I'm going to come over here, put the lid back on my buttermilk. Let's get some vanilla in there. This is just some of that vanilla paste. Here. Better camera angle. and a bit of almond extract. You can totally leave this out if you like. I'm not going to put a lot, but white cake traditionally will have a bit of vanilla extract in it, so almond extract. This is looking really good. I'm actually going to go ahead and remove this from the heat. I'll bring it over here so that you can see me move this stuff out of the way. Okay, let's pan this up. Start to set up on the bottom of the pan. Give that a stir.
This still tastes good.
It will be fine. Again, this type of cake, extremely forgiving. As it's baking, all of these things are going to bake right into it, and it'll be just fine. Okay, we have a 350-degree oven going here. I'm going to pop this right in. It's going to bake for about 20 minutes until it springs back to the touch. When it's time to bring it out, I'll bring you back and we'll make the frosting. Okay, our cake is done. We've removed it from the oven, just now. And it springs back. It had a big bubble in the middle of it, so I want to make sure it was finished. It springs back when you touch it. It smells amazing. And I wanted to show you what I have back here is the beginnings of our frosting. My oven vents back here on this burner, and I had to melt the butter anyway, so instead of wasting all of that energy, I just went ahead and I poured my buttermilk and let's put a stick of butter in there, and I needed it to melt anyway, so why not use that energy? Mm-hmm. I paid for it, right? Mm-hmm. I know how that sounds, but I just don't think that we can really be too frugal. Whoopsie. And that melted just fine. So that is a stick of butter and a quarter of a cup of buttermilk. And we're just going to go ahead and put a teaspoon or so of vanilla paste in here. We're going to call it that. Let's just say that. You know what I can do though, because that's a little bit short. I have, let's see, my vanilla extract, and what I'll do is,
there you go.
I paid for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There. Let's just clean that out. You gotta be resourceful, right? Give that a good shake. And then let's add a little more in there. And I'll have a little bit more for something else. So again, stick of butter, half a cup, quarter of a cup of buttermilk. You can use sour cream if you don't have buttermilk. You can use plain milk if you don't have sour cream or buttermilk. And a teaspoon of vanilla and a cup of powdered sugar, okay? Now I don't have the heat on at all. We're just going to whisk this in. And now this is looking a little bit on the thin side to me, so I'm going to add some more powdered sugar. And you can do that. I've researched a few recipes for this, and a couple of them looked really, really good. A couple of them looked mediocre. And so I've kind of just developed this along the way. You don't want it to be very loose, but you don't want it to be like a buttercream either, because you're going to pour this on top of the cake here in just a moment. And I think I'm going to add another 1/4 cup of that. So I would say in total, I would say 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1 stick of butter, 1/4 cup of buttermilk. There, that's much better to me. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Now, clean up my mess just a little bit. I'm just going to do it right here. It's going to look a little milky and a little bit translucent. And that's just how you want it. I'm going to grab my offset spatula here just so I can spread things out a bit. And really, if you don't like almond extract, like I said, you can leave it out. You can put lemon extract in this or orange. You can make this any essence that you like. You can don't have to limit yourself to what I've done. I was just doing a more traditional kind of white cake flavor. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and grab a cooling rack, and I'm going to let this sit for a little while, and then we'll come back and we'll cut you a slice of this vanilla sheet cake. This has cooled a bit. The icing is still a little loose, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and serve it up.
We can't wait.
It just really looks yummy, and it looks really moist and delicious. Let me move this out of the way. Let me grab a fork, honey, and then I'll let you taste it. Let's see what this tastes like. Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
They're making that one for y'all.
Oh my. That is absolutely delicious. Oh wow. So good. You absolutely gotta try this. White Texas style sheet cake. Really easy, really delicious. And really made from ingredients you have on hand. I use buttermilk in mine, but if you don't have buttermilk on hand, you can use sour cream. If you don't have sour cream or buttermilk, you can make a buttermilk substitute by putting a couple of tablespoons in a cup of milk and letting it sit for a few minutes, and then you'll have a viable substitute for the buttermilk.
A couple of tablespoons of what?
Of lemon juice or vinegar.
Okay, you didn't say that.
I didn't, sorry. A couple tablespoons of lemon juice or white vinegar, and then you'll have a buttermilk substitute. So anyway, there you have it. Really easy, really delicious white Texas style sheet cake. And I hope you try it. I hope you love it. Thanks so much for stopping by my kitchen today. Until next time, I'll see ya.